Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to Tone Wars Sunday Night Edition. I'm Carrie, and that's Jared.
What's happening, everybody?
I feel like I say your name different each time.
Yeah,
Jared.
that's Jared.
Jared.
Almost like it's a letdown.
That's Jared.
Yeah, that's, what's his name over there?
It's not a letdown. It's the highlight of Sunday.
I'm Carrie, and there's Dumbass.
I need to find that t-shirt that says I was stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Wear that.
It's
My
somewhere.
haters would love it. They'd probably screenshot it and be like, oh, finally, somebody gets it.
Well, I wasn't here last week.
I wasn't either.
Yeah, you did a something while I was at a concert.
Yeah, I did a premiere of
Premiere, that's what I was
the
looking for.
JP versus the Mark IV.
Yeah.
Or Mark 7. Sorry, Mark 7.
Who won?
I don't know. I think the audience won because they got a lot of hopefully good information.
You guys won.
That's what I'm all about. I'd rather I want the audience to win. I don't care what piece of gear wins.
Yeah.
I just want everyone to have a good time and get informed.
Nice. I went to see Postmodern Jukebox. They were here in Detroit at the Fillmore.
Yep.
And thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you haven't heard of them, it's a band and they have rotating singers. So here on this coast, they had one male and three female singers. And they take popular songs, pop songs, rock songs, and they change the genre to like a jazzy throwback, like sometimes it's the 20s kind of a feel, like loungy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really super
cool.
fun. Super cool, super fun.
Really cool. It's you've shared some videos with me of like some of their produced videos,
Yes.
and I'm always like, oh my god,
They're amazing.
so cool. Like to like see that live would be a lot of fun. It would be. It'd be really cool to witness that.
It's larger than life. There's this one girl, I forget her name, but I think she's Swedish. Grunhild or something like that. I can't remember her name. She plays all of the instruments, like trombones, trumpets, all kinds of crazy things, and sings and dances. And so she comes out for this one little spiel she was doing, and she put her head up and she balanced a trumpet up in the air like this, and she wasn't holding it, and she's tooting on the trumpet, and she's playing a bass guitar. Well, it was a big stand-up bass, like this. And then she'd put that down. She'd have like two people like, okay, take it. She breaks into the Charleston. And
That was
I just like, wow.
ADD much?
Yeah, total ADD. I can't even imagine what she would be like in real life.
Oh my god.
She was her own party on stage. Like, can you imagine?
Everybody just clear away.
I know.
You might get hurt.
I know. But it was a good time. But I'm glad to be back this week.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really want to do that. I was shooting that episode, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just release this, and I don't really like doing the live streams without you, so I figured, I'll just do that. I think that'll be more fun.
I feel nice about that.
You better. You better. Checks in the mail.
It's hard for
say.
you to read and do your thing. I know it's a lot of steps.
It is, but it's also hard for me to do it without you because just having you here, even if you didn't know how to read, even if you were illiterate, it would still be better with you here. So I just prefer the presence of Carrie. You're not just a reader. There's more to you than that.
I'll take the win.
Yeah, you're a presence as well.
All right, well, let's say hi. Tony Krozik.
Hello.
How are you? Happy Sunday hang.
What's going on, Tony? Good to see you, man.
Pure rock fury, will there be bad monkey talk? I had to ask Jared what that was.
Yeah.
I read it while the pre-whatever was come like, hey, what's bad monkey?
What's bad monkey mean? Well, we could talk about it real quick. Everybody knows it's a joke. He's just joking. But yeah, Josh, I think his name, I forget his last name. I don't want to say it because I don't want to be wrong. I think it's Middleton, but I could be wrong. He's got JHS pedals, Josh something. Cool guy. And what he does, he makes really cool pedals that are, pretty affordable. And he's got his own YouTube channel. And he started reviewing all these older pedals that everyone just kind of forgot about, like overdrive pedals and stuff. And he's like, wow, this is actually just as good as a lot of the pedals people are buying now. And all the guys that had them started putting them up on Reverb for like ridiculous prices because, you know, he upped the value. Yeah. So everyone's like, there's all these memes about him now. Like, oh, Josh, don't say something else is good. We can't afford you know, so everything he touches now is like skyrockets in price. And it's kind of become this like joke. But he didn't mean for any of that to happen. It's just like, he's just trying to help people out, you know. But you know how things go sometimes. People take it too far. But yeah, I just think it's kind of funny myself.
There's Pure Rock. Oh, he already said hi. Hello again.
Hello again. Hello.
Artie Tony, what's up? Hey.
Hey, what's happening?
Tony says, just along for the ride and catch some tasty Tone Wars waves.
Oh, thanks, man.
The best movie, Fast Time at Ridgemont High.
Yeah, dude, thanks for being here, brah.
You know all of the things about movies, too.
Oh, yeah.
He's always throwing out these one-liners or whatever. He's like, what movie's it from?
And she's like, I don't know.
I have no idea.
Little House on the Prairie?
I really don't know.
I think
I
Laura
watch
Ingalls
the
said
movies
it.
too, but that stuff just doesn't stay in my head.
You know what's funny with me? All the useful information does not stay in my head.
Right.
But all the useless information is, I have a whole circus full of useless information up here.
A circus going on.
Oh, yeah, total circus. And I'm the ringleader. Yeah, but I can't remember what my appointment was for tomorrow. Like, nope, that's not important.
You can remember the line from the movie from 1982.
Absolutely, I sure can.
Flux, how are you, man?
What's up, Flux?
He says he's excited to see the ToneX HX rig.
Oh, cool, man.
Dean
Thank
Harkness is here.
Dean, what's happening? Dean's got a new studio. His is, whew, man, that is nice. I'll show you pictures after the shoe.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, he's been killing it with his new studio. It looks
Buying
awesome.
stuff for his home.
In the man cave.
In the man cave.
Yeah, yep.
Nice. Ben Burnett. Word.
What's going on? Word.
Word.
What's up, yo? Word.
Kyle Hart. Me
What's
too. I don't know what the ToneX really does.
What's up, Kyle?
Well, you'll find out.
You will find out in a couple minutes here. It's actually a pretty cool product. I think it was hyped like way too much, but I mean, it is a good product.
Let's see. Jeff Hirschberg. Looking forward to hearing the sounds. The video on this combo was excellent.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Hi, Jason Taylor.
Hey, Jason. What's happening, man? Haven't seen you in a bit. Good to see you back.
Dean says he's watching on the new rig tonight. Gonna hear some mixes.
Nice. That's awesome, man.
Floyd and Maurice.
Oh, Floyd.
Floyd and Maurice.
I know who that is. It's Floyd and Maurice. What's up, man?
Is it Jay?
Yeah. What's up, Jay?
Howdy, folks. This is the best guitar show in the tube. Hope to hear some string-plucking dead rock riffs. Did I do that okay?
And some bendy notes. What's up, man? So glad Jay's here.
Paul
Jay.
Smith. He says, live from Arizona. It's me. Hello, Carrie Jarrod. Are you in Arizona, Paul Smith?
Yes, he is. Good to see you, man.
I need to go to Arizona.
It's
I
warmer.
have an aunt, my aunt Debbie, that is occasionally in the live streams, lives there.
Well, then you should go visit her.
I should.
Yeah, just get away for a week and
She's
get
the
some.
fun aunt.
Get some. Is she? Well, you should go there and have some fun. Get some warm weather
I
and.
don't really hang out with any of my other aunts, so
Yeah.
she's the fun aunt.
She's the fun aunt.
Let's see. Who's next? Mike Nash.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
What's up, ninjas? Gravel Rocks is here.
What's up, Steve?
Pete Puma.
What's
Steve-O.
going on, Steve-O?
Ben says nobody wins when the Mesa is involved except for the 5150 Iconic.
Iconic. The iconic with the totobs in it. Totobs.
Floyd and Maurice says tootin'. Tootin' and on the trumpet is the phrase of the day. Tootin' on the trumpet.
Toot down the trumpet.
Shows what she was doing. Pure Rock Fury. Ben's back with his Mesa love.
Yeah. Ben's made it very clear that he's not a Mesa fan.
Pure Rock Fury says he tried to sell his for $300.
Oh, yeah? Oh, his what, ToneX?
I think I don't know. Steve-O, some great lines in Monty Python movies. My dad likes those.
I love
Is that
It's just a flesh wound. Come back here, you chicken. Guy's like got no arms and no legs, bleeding all over the place.
All killer, no filler. Good morning from PNG.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Papua New Guinea.
Nice to see ya.
Guitar Man 45. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Let's see. Floyd and Marie says, Lewis, you know who, is selling his Bad Monkey for $99,000.
Oh, probably. It's your boy.
All killer, no filler. Hey, what do you think of the Demoness guitar pics I sent you on email?
What?
The Demoness? Yep, that looks like a Demoness word.
Where's my email at?
Apparently he don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Paul says the video was hilarious. Gear Junkie says, I have the ToneX and I like it, but have yet to get a good capture.
Who said that?
Let's see, Gear Junkie.
Gear Junkie? Send them again, because I for some reason...
Oh, no, that's not who said that. That was...
No, I know, but...
all killer, no filler.
Yeah, send them again, because I forgive me, but I don't think I've seen them, or I missed them, or something, so I'll be happy to...
Junk.
No, I check that all the time. I check my junk all the time.
You know, it's literally called the junk.
Yeah, the junk mail.
But every time people are
Spam
like...
filter. Yeah. But yeah, you've yet to get a good capture. I'll tell you what, man, it took me 6 freaking days to get it all worked out. And I'm not talking 6 days of like all day. 6 days of coming down here and like messing with it for a couple hours, emailing back and forth with tech support, which they're good people over there. They do respond and help you out best they can. But I finally got a new interface. My friend TJ and Jay, who's Maurice and Floyd in here, they both convinced me you need a new interface. You know, because my interface is pretty old.
I don't even know what an interface is.
It's a little red thing that you were turning the knobs on. Yeah.
He let me turn the knobs earlier.
I did. She was turning the knobs. Turn the knob. Anyways, remember the song?
No.
No? You didn't watch that video?
Oh, your
Yeah,
video.
I
I
did.
was trying to think of... Yes, I do remember.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Turn the knob.
I got a new interface, and it's still a pain in the rear end to work with, but I mean, I got it to work, and I started doing captures. And tonight's capture is a standard capture. Then they have the advanced. I did the advanced last night before I went to bed of the Badlander. And tonight's capture is a standard one of the JP, and I think it came out freaking good, really good. You know, and then when I get my new computer, good, came out good. I went full chef there, didn't I? Yeah, good. Yeah, so, yeah, can't wait to show you what it sounds like.
CS is here. Good day.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Chris?
Christopher.
Hey.
Hey, you said something in the beginning, man.
What's happening,
Yeah,
Christopher?
what you having for dinner tonight? He says Arizona, the Devil's Tanning Booth.
The Devil's Tanning Booth. That's a good one.
Floyd and Maurice says Carrie is a true gem. That lady has to sit next to the guitar slaying gorilla and hold the show together.
Yeah, that's about right.
Big Mike. Hey, Big Mike.
Big Mike.
What's up?
What's happening, man?
Tony says, what's the matter for you? You got two tubes?
Two tubes. We got 2 tubes.
Dean, moving in stereo? Moving in stereo.
Moving in stereo. Life's the same. Moving in stereo.
Oh, you know what that means?
The Cars.
Why don't I ever know what it means?
Life's strange. Moving in stereo. Well, I know that song well because when we first were driving around as kids, my brother's car, he had a Cutlass, and it had an 8-track in it. And the 8-track tape of the Cars of that album or whatever was stuck in there. We couldn't get it out.
So you're very familiar with it.
So the only music we could listen to in that car was the Cars. And it was over and over. I knew that album so well.
Forwards and
Oh
backwards.
gosh, yeah, that's all we listened to.
Gravel Rocks, he said, did you get a Focusrite?
Yes, I got the Focusrite 4i4, and it's awesome. It's not a sexy purchase getting an interface. It's just a stupid little, block that just sits on your computer desktop, and then it's got some knobs and inputs and outputs on it. But boy, does it make things easier and better. So, Yeah.
Gear Junkie. I just got a PreSonus 1810C yesterday, and today all I got was feedback trying a mic capture. I think it might be a bit rate too high issue, but who knows?
No, what it is it's a routing issue, and you have to open up a DAW and route everything properly. And dude, I'm telling you, there is no easy way to do this stuff. I mean, it is, you gotta, if you know how to run a DAW really well, you can make it happen. I had to get my buddy TJ over here, and
Because we all don't understand that stuff.
I don't use DAWs. I record on my software here. I record on this. So, you know, the same software that I stream with is what I record with. It's easy. That way everything's on one track, and it's just, there's no way I can manipulate it. It's all raw stuff. And so, yeah, and the thing is that the problem with this whole piece of gear and the software is there's all these people showing different ways of using it to do captures. And I'm like, shouldn't there be one way? I mean, that's the issue with it. And maybe it has to do with your computer and the age of it. I don't know. All I know is it took days for me to get it figured out. And I finally got some good captures out of it, and I'm happy with it. And I know how to do it now, but man, and the only reason why I'm learning how to do this is because I want to sell captures. And I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, if it was for me to just use, I would have gave up a long time ago. I would have been like, this ain't worth it, man. I'll just stick with something else. But, you know, hopefully you get it figured out, man.
Gravel Rock says, or did you have to buy the ToneX capture box to get it captured?
I didn't. I'm using Jay's, actually. I'm using his reamp box, so you don't have to use theirs. So it works without it.
Floyd and Maurice says, I don't know who this Jay character is, but he must be a pretty swell feller if he's giving gear advice to the Lord of Tone.
Oh, God.
The Lord of
The
Tone.
Lord of Tone.
Jay, he doesn't need a bigger head.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My head's already so big, if I fell, I'd be out of town.
Oh, stop it.
Got to grease my ears to get up through hallways, and
It's just your hair.
Crisco ears. It's just my hair.
Let's see. Paul Smith, no joke, but not this month. Yeah, this month's probably pretty nice in Arizona.
Yeah.
Flux, I'm looking at the 4i4 and the ToneX question or exclamation point.
Yeah, if you want to do your own captures, man, you want to have... see, my computer is a good computer, but it's several years old. That's why I got the new one that's getting installed this week, hopefully. And the capture I did of the JP took 3 hours. The capture I did of my Badlander, I went to bed and woke up, and it was still running.
Still doing it.
Still doing the learning. And it took 10 hours, and I'm like, I need a new computer. And I already knew that, but I'm like, holy crap. So if you have like an older computer, it'll work, but man, just plan your day, you know, just run the capture, and once it's done running its sounds through it, you can shut the amp off and go cut the grass, do some grocery shopping, you know, swipe right on your dating app a few times, I don't know, whatever you're going to do, and maybe it'll be done, you know, that's how it works.
Let's see. If Gravel Rock says with the Focusrite, you can get some 14-year-old DSP plugins.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
Dean Harkness, I bought a Black Lion 2x2.
Oh, really?
What's that?
He's got the, that's an interface.
Oh. Christopher says, tonight's dinner is elk stroganoff chased with nice cold naughty blonde ale.
Dude. Where do you live?
Are you a chef? Like, what do you do for a living?
We're gonna knock on your door one of these days. You're gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing here?"
I want some elk. We got to make it gluten free. Elk stroganoff. The elk is gluten free, but the stroganoff probably isn't.
But
sounds so good.
Look at you inviting yourself over and being picky. I'm gonna come over, but here's all the stuff.
No, I'm sorry. Anna can't have eggs or almonds.
Yeah, here's all my exceptions. When we went to Culver's today, all the stuff that she's like, okay, I want a double deluxe without this, and this.
With
and
no cheese or onions or extra salt.
Or seasoning.
And a gluten-free lunch.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? Just give us an empty bag.
Just give us a bag of air.
Yep. Good Lord.
I know.
I'll take the coffee
Food
without the coffee.
Suck.
They do. They do.
Paul Smith says, oh, he's in a northern suburb of Phoenix. It's 50 degrees all day.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Must be nice.
Dean Harkness, I have 1 amp, so it's kind of pointless, but I'm in for buying captures.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, the captures do come out good. Yep, and that's really what I'm doing this for, is because there's a need for it. I'm telling you, go on the ToneX.
Oregon.
App.
Christopher.
Oh.
He lives in Oregon.
You need to move.
What are you doing in Oregon?
Michigan's nice.
I don't think I
this
know
time of year.
anybody from Oregon.
Well, we do know.
Sorry I cut you off there.
okay.
It threw me. He's probably told us before, too, and it just
Yeah.
hit me again.
We'll ask 3 more times.
Probably.
And you can tell us.
Continue.
Yes. Anyway, what was I saying?
I don't know. I wasn't.
Oh, the captures. Yeah, of course. You're all about the food. How do I get that food? Yeah, the reason why I'm doing the captures, obviously I'd try to, support the channel. I do a lot of work on the channel, and YouTube pays diddly poo. So I'm trying to do other things to raise money for the channel. But honestly, there's a need for it, because if you go into the ToneX, like the Tone Net or whatever it is, and look for good heavy metal tones, good luck. They're all garbage. I played a whole bunch of them, and I'm like, dude, these are putrid. So I'm like, yeah, I think there's a need for it, so I might as well try to fulfill that need and get compensated. And my captures aren't going to cost a ton, especially if I get this new computer hooked up and it's quick. Then, because if they take all freaking day, yeah, I got to charge accordingly. But if they're quick, then hell yeah, save you some money.
Alexander Shibaliski is in North Phoenix as well.
Hey, what's up, man?
Found a friend.
Oh man, North Phoenix.
Floyd and Maurice sent a super chat.
Uh-oh.
Arnold throws a fit about not finding the bad monkey pedal capture on the ToneX site.
Yes, I've been looking for the bad monkey capture all day. Looking high and low, left and right for this capture, this stupid bad monkey pedal. Cannot find it anywhere. I'm gonna take the ToneX and throw it out the window. No bad monkey. What the hell is going on here with you people? Get it done now. Get to the chopper and get the bad monkey pedal and capture it now on the ToneX. It's stupid.
Stupid.
It's stupid.
Christopher, what do you like about Oregon? I'm stuck on Oregon. What is it? What is the good thing about Oregon? Why you like to live there?
And she's not asking in a way where it's like, why do you like it there? It's like, ew.
No,
she just wants to know. Like,
yeah, like what's like here in Michigan? We have lakes, freshwater lakes everywhere.
Yeah.
We get all the seasons in one day.
Yeah. We actually do.
We really do. If you like winter sports, this is a great place to live.
Yep.
We can also do summer sports, but only for 3 months.
Yep. And sometimes you get winter sports in the middle of July for 3 hours. It's great.
Right.
It's like
Anyway,
this
what is it? What's the thing about Oregon? Oh, let's see. Where did I leave off? Gravel Rocks. John Petrucci has the Archetype plugin. It's supposed to be one of the best. Christopher says it's a bit of a trip up to cold Oregon, but I'll always have a good meal and drink for company.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
It's tempting.
Adam, fajitas for dinner here in Chicago. Life isn't so bad. Oh, no, fajitas.
Nothing wrong with fajitas.
Absolutely.
We had salmon.
And I like Chicago. Every time I go there, I've enjoyed it. So have some good shows, ate some good food. Chicago is an easy place to eat when you have food allergies. They have all kinds of that frou-frou stuff there.
Oh.
Every corner,
Jeez.
there's a different vegan coffee house with all the pastries, and it was super easy to eat there. Yes. So yes, diddly poo.
Diddly poo.
Diddly poo. You
Diddly
ever heard
poo.
that one?
You never heard of that? It's a very manly way.
Gravel Rock says, Carrie and Jarrod, have you ever been to Hardcore Pawn? I used to watch that show.
Oh no, I've never been there. It's a pawn shop in
You're into
Detroit.
that stuff though.
Yeah, I used to work at a pawn shop. Almost got shot once. That was fun.
By a dum-dum.
By a dum-dum, yep. That was a fun day. And then got a couple guys arrested because they brought in stolen equipment.
Goods.
Yep.
Jason Taylor says, I have is it 4i4?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
4i4, yep.
Okay. I have a 4i4 as well, but I missed the buttons from previous generation models for things like the pad and instrument line.
Oh, yeah.
Now you have to go into their software to enable these, which takes more time.
Yep. No, I agree. It's interesting. I'm hoping that I got it. I literally dialed it in quick because I had it set up for doing captures. So there's a couple different settings, and then
Why
tonight.
do I have to keep saying Oregon?
I don't know.
Oregon? What? Dean, why?
Anyway, so I had it set up for captures, and then right before we went live, we had to reconfigure a couple of things for the live stream, and hopefully it sounds good out there. I mean, on my meters here, I'm seeing everything looking normal, so. Yep.
Flux says, check this out. My Diesel VHX is at my studio, and Diesel just released the new VHX firmware update 5.0.
Ooh, nice. Bet there's some good stuff in there.
Oh, we got a super chat from Steve-O. He wants
Thank you.
Skeeter likes the slow computer. He likes it.
Now, Skeet does.
Yeah.
Skeet's all about all that low-tech stuff. Anytime you get all that highfalutin NASA crap in their computers and stuff, he's all like, well, this thing don't come with a direct line to Buzz Lightyear. I don't even want to freaking mess with it. The hell's going on here? Hey, Buzz Lightyear. You better walk me through this crap now. I can't even figure this damn thing out. Spread your little wings and fly over here. And if you want to bring Woody with you, go ahead. Me and Woody will snip some moonshine while you're fixing my here computer. Shit.
God, I love Skeeter. He's the best.
Well, Skeet's pretty cool sometimes.
Flux says, and I have to wait till Tuesday to try it out. Dean, why do I have to keep saying Oregon? What's wrong with it?
I don't know.
Floyd and Maurice, I'm fixing to get me one of them capturing gadgets to take my pig nose amp tone on the road.
Oh, man, that tone just kills. That's the best damn tone you ever had. Shit.
Let's see. Alexander Shibbolewski, Bad Monkey was the first pedal I ever got. Still got it. It's pretty good. Tube Screamer with a graphic EQ style bass boost.
Ooh, nice.
Wayfarer 320. Have a Badlander 50 head. Looking for a portable 1x12 to pair with it for band practice. Any suggestions?
The Mesa 1x12s are really good. Actually, Petrucci swears by his. He uses them on stage, and actually he uses them backstage, and they're mic'd. And he likes how tight and focused they are, and his tone is legendary live. It's really good. I like the 212s because they're a little bigger sounding, but it just depends on what you're looking for, you know? I think either way is good.
How do you say Oregon?
Oregon.
Oregon.
Is there another way of saying
I
it?
don't know, but Kyle says because no one on earth pronounces it like you.
Oregon.
Oregon.
Let me see how it's spelled.
Let me find it.
O-R...
Where'd it go? Yeah, O-R-E-G-O-N. Oregon.
Oregon?
Oregon? Oregon? Is that?
Oregon? Oregon? Oregon?
Somebody type it out phonetically, like how everybody else says it. But here in Michigan, we say Oregon.
Yeah, we say Oregon here. Just like wash, we don't say wash, we say wash. Yeah, Skeeter says wash.
Wash it, wash
I'm
it.
gonna wash this.
Like
shit.
the piano?
Yeah, it's Oregon. Oregon.
Oregon.
Oregon. I don't know.
He says, and it's pronounced, oops, I skipped it. It's pronounced Oregon? Oregon?
Oregon.
Like an organ?
Oregon.
Oregon.
Oregon. Weird.
But I do enjoy the way you say it.
All this time.
Seriously, for 47 years, I've been saying Oregon. Oregon.
Yeah. And I've been doing it the same because that's what she told me to do.
Yes.
So I'm like, well, all right. I disagree, but,
Oregon.
you know, it's why disagree when you
Oregon.
can just go along with it.
Well, I learned something new.
I've probably
until
said
tonight.
Oregon maybe 10 times in my life, though. So it's not like we had a lot of
True.
practice. Yeah, we
True.
didn't have a lot of practice
But I mean,
with that.
in school, when we were doing map
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, our teachers taught us that.
That's right, Oregon.
So I'm going to blame Mrs. whatever her name was.
Smith or whatever.
Yeah, Mrs. Smith.
Jackson.
Yeah, Mrs. Smith Jackson. Her, that one. Both of them.
Let's see, where did I leave off? Adam Gothridge. Adam Gothridge. Also have to say, love the ToneX video. Super funny and very welcome dose of reality
Oh,
about
thank
YouTube
you.
videos.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was fun.
All killer, no fillers. Resent the emails.
Oh, thank you.
Christopher says, I moved here young with family, just kind of stayed as an adult. I do enjoy the summer since I was born and raised in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, nice.
Floyd and Maurice, I used to play Oregon Trail all the time, but I always got kicked off the caravans because I had bad gas. They obviously didn't like the pull my finger trick. Wayfarer 320. Will the Badlander 50 head fit on top of the 1x12 Mesa cab? Wasn't sure the width and size difference.
The Mesa 112. Yeah, it might spill over a little bit on the sides, but I think it would fit. You know what would suck, though, is if you put it on there and the feet don't fit on there, so you might have to take the footses off. I mean, that would suck. But honestly, like, I think the 112 would be great. I would look up the dimensions of it to make sure, and then measure your feet on your on your amp. Otherwise, like, man, I'm telling you, the 212, ooh. But sometimes people have space issues, so I get it. I'm looking at the pictures. Look at that. That's freaking. Look at the swirl in that wood.
Wood. Yeah.
Good Lord.
That's beautiful. It looks like they pulled it right out of a riverbed.
I know. Look at the beveling, too. That is just, dude, that's gorgeous.
Wow.
Never even heard of that. That's beautiful.
I thought he said they were guitar picks. Oh, guitar pictures.
Pictures, okay.
I was thinking guitar picks.
Wow, man. That's beautiful. And and forgive me for not
It literally looks
responding.
like driftwood.
Yeah.
Like they pulled it right out of the
That's beautiful, man.
water.
It's caramely. It's really nice. Forgive me for not responding or seeing it. I mean, I get, if you ever don't get a hold of me, send it again, because like I probably get literally 20 to 30 emails a day from the channel and from my website, and sometimes stuff just gets lost. So I'm sorry.
Let's see. Kilroy99 says, in Wisconsin, we say Oregon just like you. That's right.
Yeah, so we're right. You know.
I probably said Wisconsin wrong.
Yeah. It's Wisconsin. Not Wisconsin.
I didn't say Wisconsin.
No, I'm just saying that's probably, you know, people are going to start saying.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Floyd and Maurice, I don't know what you're talking about. Or a coffee table with buck teeth.
A coffee table.
A coffee table with buck teeth. Dean Harkness, I can relate to Skeeter this weekend.
Yeah. Because I'm setting up his stuff.
Like
I told him
piano.
that. I told him that. I was like, he's like, yeah, I got everything set up now to make it all work. And I'm like, yeah, have fun with that. That's where the fun begins.
Tony Krozik says Petrucci runs the Voodoo V2 mics as well. Recent hype on those mics as Ola is using now too.
Yeah, I want to try one of those out.
Steve-O, I'm from Tirana.
Tirana.
You from Tirana?
I got piranha and Tirana. Yeah.
All killer, no filler. Guitar does not have a serial number, but a hand paint artwork in the cavity.
Dude.
Wow.
That thing is gorgeous, man.
I feel like I'm missing oh, here he is. One guy in England makes them by hand.
Oh, wow. Crazy, man. That's nuts.
Flux wants to know, does your Zilla cab have two DV77s or DV77 and a V30?
DV77 and a V30. Great combination. You get that darker, kind of thick sound of the DV77 blended with that really nice top end of the V30, and it's beautiful. It's a great combination.
Dean says basically Canadian. Yeah, we probably have a lot of their accent mixed in with our language.
Probably
just like
bit.
their dimes.
Yeah, their
coins
dimes
are
and quarters.
Interchangeable with our money.
Oh, God, yeah. But they're not worth as much, doggone it.
Kyle Hart, where's the Savage?
Oh, my buddy TJ is borrowing it for reamping. Yeah, so when he was over here helping me with all that stuff, and then, it was our last recording session. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to reamp my album, and then he was going to rent an amp, but all the places that rent them, they all have just junk, you know. Yeah. And I was like, dude, do you want to take the Savage home? Because I know you like it. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah, just take it home. Use it. So, yep, he's reamping with it.
He's a nice guy.
I'm sort of nice sometimes. He caught me on a nice day.
Jay says, I missed the comment before it. That's why it didn't make sense. Oh, my bad.
My bad.
My bad. All right, we're caught up.
Let me do some...
And you do the things now.
Let me do the things.
You do the things. Make your noises.
Yeah, I'm going to make my noises.
Make your
That's what she calls it. All right. All right, hang
I
on.
do actually call it that.
She does. Make your guitar noises.
Are you done making your noises yet?
All right, let me mute the mic here and. Okay, and we're back. And we're back.
Let's see. Brad Chimke is here.
Hey, what's up, Brad?
He says he's waiting for the new Skeeters 2 snaps and toner segments.
Nice.
Tony is from Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Well, we're on pronunciation topics. Flux Savage Mark II Channel 4 is made for TJ. Can't wait to hear how it worked for him.
Which one? Mark II?
Mark II Channel 4 was made for TJ.
Oh, yeah. Channel 4 is the money channel on that amp.
Yeah.
It's so good. So freaking good.
Flux says that sounds great. I had to remember that it's ToneX.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, it captures are coming out really good.
Adam, forget the tones. What are you guys drinking? It sounds killer, though.
Oh, thank you. I'm having Zevia.
It's water tonight.
The 0-calorie ginger ale. Yeah, I felt I'd be a little dangerous tonight and have ginger ale flavor instead of
Wow.
cola. I know. Yep, take me away.
Usually we have something more fun.
Yeah, but not tonight.
Flux, already read that one. Steve-O, he says, funny, Carrie, when I call my bandmates, I usually say, you want to make some noise today? Yep.
Let's make some noise.
Jeff Hirschberg, sounds fantastic.
Oh, thanks, sir. Appreciate
Adam,
it.
really, really sounds good today.
Thank you. Yep.
Dean Harkness, wow, sounds completely different with these monitors in a good way.
Oh, good, man. Those
Yeah.
monitors, I'm sure you're loving those.
Floyd and Maurice, I think I had them backward voices say the dragon clown has no feet. Oh, the backward voices in the beginning of that song.
Oh.
And Christopher says, every time I hear this one, I imagine the intro as, did I leave the oven on? Don't forget milk after the show. Hope there's nothing in my teeth. Yeah.
I said some dumb stuff in there. I remember. None of it makes any sense at all. What does it sound like backwards, though? That's all that matters.
Adam says, bravo.
Thank you.
Floyd and Maurice, I thought the ToneX made you make an O face. I feel like I've been hoodwinked.
I love shooting that section of the video. Just sitting in the chair making a bunch of dumb faces into the camera. And editing it all together. I was like laughing my
at
ass
yourself.
off. I'm like, oh my God. I look so stupid. I'm definitely putting that one in there.
Tony says hoodwinked. Is that an Oregon slang?
Yeah, it's slang in Oregon.
Oregon. I like Oregon better.
Yeah. We're going to do. Yeah.
Screw all of the proper stuff. I'm just calling it Oregon.
We like guns, but we can't say Oregon. It's
Oregon.
Oregon. Oregon.
Raven
Whatever.
Blackfeather. Hey, metalheads.
Hey, what's up, man?
Steve-O, has anybody watched Murder in the Front Row, Bay Area metal scene in the 80s?
No, I haven't seen that at all.
Nope.
Nope. Interesting.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're all yawny tonight.
He called me out while he was playing. I was scrolling on Facebook.
I know.
He's like, really?
She's like, what do you want me to do? Do this? And I'm like, yeah, I actually do. I expect some. Oh my God, he's so good. Lord, what am I going to do?
Jeez.
Every time he plays, I get all tinkly.
My butt gets tingly from sitting here so long.
God.
Sitting here so long.
Yeah, I can hear that now. Every time you play guitar, my butt gets all tingly.
Pete Puma,
I think I'm going to run.
does the ToneX make the Kemper obsolete?
No. So here's I'm gonna do a video about some of this stuff pretty soon here.
Can't wait till you come to some of my shows. You're gonna be sitting there. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Probably. No, I think the Kemper and the ToneX, they both do kind of the same thing. They profile amps, you know, but the Kemper has effects and has a bunch of other stuff too. So it's like, you know, if you want an all-in-one unit, I think the Kemper would probably be a better way to go. Now, that said, I think that Kemper needs to update their algorithm. I really do.
Their algorithm?
Yep, I think it does a great job. I still think Kemper is awesome. But the top end that I'm getting out of profiles or captures or whatever you want to call them, out of like the ToneX and the Quad Cortex, I don't know. There's just something a little better about it, I think. And Kemper also has that kind of that mid spike in it. And sometimes I can't get that half-cocked wah sound out of my profiles when I profile with the Kemper. Some amps it does it on, some amps it doesn't. It just depends. But and as soon as I hear it, I'm like, oh God, this is going to be one of those, you know, profile sessions. And I try everything I can to get it out, and I can't. Or these other units that don't have that issue. The thing is when Kemper first came out, it was its own thing. Like, it was the only thing that did that. So you had nothing to compare it to as far as profiling.
What is wrong with me?
I don't know. No idea. But I'm trying
riveting.
Yeah, I'm fighting one off now. That's riveting. Yeah, what I'm saying is so riveting. But you had nothing to compare it to, so except for modelers, and the Kemper was better than the modelers. But now that we have other units that profile as well, now we're comparing those profiles to the Kemper, and it's like we're noticing that.
So many noises.
Yeah, there's a difference. So we'll see.
Floyd and Maurice says Tingly Butt sounds like a great band name.
Tingly.
He also said he was bamboozled by the avalanche of tone.
Yeah, bamboozled. Who said that? Floyd?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Shanks.
Raven Blackfeather picked up a Randall Satan yesterday.
Ooh, nice. I've heard good things
Pretty
about them.
wicked tone.
Yeah, I've heard they're good.
Yeah.
Congrats, how you making beeline? Doggone it.
What time is it?
I don't know.
It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
I feel like it's 9:30.
yeah. So this, let me see here. So there's a tone that I have. Here's a. Let me see here.
Did
Here's
gas line leak here?
no.
Is there a gas leak?
I don't
Well,
think
if you
so.
see us go like slumping over,
Yeah, somebody call
call
somebody.
911.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be. I mean, we'll see.
David Cameron, nice content lately, Tone Wars. Keep up the great work.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. I will do my best. Thank you. Yep, just trying to put out the best stuff I can. You know, I would have put out more stuff, but behind the scenes, I've been trying to get this ToneX to work, you know, with the software and stuff. And I'm not kidding you. Like, you spend 4 hours trying to fix this and do something, and I'm like, well, I got another video I could shoot right now. But I was so demoralized and just so done. I was like, I don't even want to shoot the video. So, you know, there were days I could have done other things, but I'm glad I finally figured it out, though. It was worth the effort, I think. It just depends on how many captures I sell, because I'm going to be pretty disappointed if I don't sell any captures.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's going to suck. Little guilt trip there for everybody. Please buy my captures.
Shameless guilt trip there.
Exactly. Yep.
Steve-O, I used your Splawn profile yesterday at practice. The other guitar player using his head rush, and the two guitars sounded really good together.
Oh,
I
sweet.
bumped the mids up a hair.
Sweet, man. Thank you.
Glad it worked for you. Yeah.
I'm glad you, and thanks for purchasing those. I really appreciate it. Those came out nice, man. Really big. It's a really big sound there. Yeah, like I said, the Kemper's great. It's just, I just think that Chris Kemper needs to update the algorithm, and I think he also needs to come up with a new unit that's
With a what?
I'm fighting a yawn right now. A new unit that's easier to use. And,
You glitched.
Yeah, I did, because I was fighting a yawn. Every time you yawn, I have to fight one off.
Sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, it's touch screen, and I'd love to see it with the ability to run 2 amps at once. That would be awesome. Or 2 captures at once, or profiles, or whatever you want to call it. Everybody keeps calling them different stuff, and it's getting monotonous. It really is.
What's getting monotonous?
It captures, profiles, like modeling. I mean, and actually, ToneX calls it modeling, and I'm like, it's not modeling, it's profiling, but whatever.
Chris Nash says you've done a lot of great amp demo videos. Is there one particular amp model that you feel you prefer most for your tone, if that makes sense?
Oh, thank you. One particular amp that
That you prefer most for your tone?
Depends on the day, to be honest with you. I go for the really aggressive stuff. So like the Red 7 Leviathan, EVH Stealth Red channel. EL34 is, yes, pretty much same amp. Splon Nitro. I like really aggressive, gnarly tones, so.
Yawn Wars. You're right, Pete. It's Yawn Wars.
Hey, you,
I'm so sorry.
Gosh. But
Give me
those.
a Listerine strip. Maybe that'll like zing it up.
If there's any in there.
Yeah, there's some in there.
Yeah, so those like super aggressive tones, that's me. You know, I really like those the best, you know.
I wonder if we're
I need
making
one.
them yawn too.
Yeah,
You
probably.
guys yawning out there.
Got like 40-some people yawning.
I know. I'm
Sorry.
Gear Junkie says, so what are the first captures coming from you for the ToneX?
Very soon. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to do some captures tomorrow, maybe even tonight. I might run a few. And I have to call my website guy, and he's got to build a page for the ToneX captures. So he's got to do that. That might take a few days. So I would say within a week to maybe 2 weeks tops. I'm thinking a week, though. Now, let me ask you guys this. What would you rather have? Would you rather just buy the captures one at a time? Because in each capture pack that I'm releasing, I'm going to have a capture of the amp and the cab with the mics, and then I'll have a DI capture of the amp as well, so you can use whatever power amp and cab or IRs or whatever you want with it. So I'll have two, again. And the amp has sweet spots, so I'm just going to set it up in the sweet spot of the amp, and then just, I mean, anything else is arbitrary. You know, why give you a whole bunch of captures that are just, you know, option paralysis for you. So I'm going to have, again, amp set up in the sweet spot, studio capture with cab and mics, DI capture that you can use with your own cab and power amp or IR. I can sell those individually, or I can sell you like a whole pack of a bunch of amps, you know, and then you just buy them and download them and you're done, you know. And, you know, I was thinking about doing that too. So what would you rather have? You know, I guess that's the question. And I'll try to accommodate you best I can.
Dean Harkness says, yeah, them calling it modeling was confusing him.
Yeah, confused me too. I'm like, wait a minute, these models, what are they? What are we doing here?
Jim Simmons says, I tried out the free neural amp modeler and it sounds very good. It has real amp captures and loads IRs. It compares to the ToneX.
Oh, nice. Cool, man.
Tony Krozik loves super aggressive tones.
Yeah, I'm all about them, man.
Ben says, if everybody hits the like button, I will not trash Mesha amps for 30 days. 30 days? Wow.
That's pretty good. Yeah, hit that like button. We'll have an embargo on Ben for the...
X out of the live
That's
chat, hit the like button, and go right back into the live chat.
That's hilarious.
Oh, and then down here he says, well, 15 days. Let's not get crazy. Christopher, thanks for the super chat.
Oh, thanks, man.
He says, I'm so thankful you put in the crazy work. I get such bad option paralysis, and I still use an abacus.
Well, thanks for the super chat, and it's my pleasure. It's like I said, I mean, honestly, when all this stuff first came out with profiles and like, you know, all this kind of stuff, people wanted variety. Like, oh, this guy's pack is amazing. There's like 80 profiles in there, and it's awesome. And it's like, dude, that's bad. Like, why would you want that many profiles? Because all you're going to do is just turn knobs, get ear fatigue, and then pick the one that you like the best with ear fatigue, and the next day you're going to hate it. I mean, seriously, like all these amps in this room, I'm not kidding you. It's holy ground where the settings are. I don't let people touch my amp settings. I don't, because they're set up perfectly. You know, all these amps have sweet spots, and I've owned them long enough to know where those sweet spots are. I've shot them out with each other, dialed them in. They're not just like, oh, I dialed in my rev and now, you know, and I've left it that way for the last year or so. No, I dialed it in probably 20 different ways. And that was Jay. I dialed it in 20 different ways, and I finally, after many different ways, I found the sweet spot with it. And it's the same with all my amps. So I capture it that way, you know. And even when people borrow, like TJ borrowed my Savage, I took a picture of the amp before he took it. And I'm like, well, as soon as it comes home, I'm putting all the knobs back where they were, because I know where I like them, you know. So and that's how I do the captures. I mean, I'm not going to give you a bunch of options that aren't really going to do you any good, you know. I mean, most people that have an EVH Stealth, most of us dial it in very similar, you know. And I'm telling you, after shooting it out with all the other amps, I know where it sits best.
Let's see. Dean Harkness says option 2 for him. So whatever your second option was. Because I wasn't paying attention.
It's weird. It really depends on the day. There's days I come down here and the JP can do no wrong, you know, and it's the best amp in the world. So it really depends. We were talking about our taste changing earlier today, and it's just the way it is. So, but I typically go after really aggressive tones, and Stealth, Red 7. I mean, that Splon Nitro is stupid. It's really good. You know, the JP is also a very good amp, you know. So yeah, those Rev, I mean, it really depends. The Rev is really thick and beefy, you know. So it's kind of like I look at these amps as like a room, like a menu at a restaurant. Like
Yeah.
whatever I'm craving that day, that's what I order, you know.
Gear Junkie says I'd rather see it per amp instead of a whole pack. Not all amps are for everyone.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I can do separate and all. I was thinking about doing like, here's a capture of this amp, you know, and then here's, if you just want to buy them all, here's that. You can just buy them all. So, okay, I can do that for you.
Martin Hensley wants to know how many amps you have.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. About 16. I had 20 at one point, but I sold a few. So I got about 16, I think. Somewhere around there. 16. Oh, wait. 18? I got 18. But some are going bye-bye.
Steve-O says what I like about the Stealth is it's easy to dial. No setting sounds bad, just different.
Yeah. Yeah, the Stealth is super easy. You can pretty much set everything at noon and get a good tone out of it, except for the presence knob. You want the presence to be at 3 o'clock.
I agree. Jay says we're going to have to play a drinking game where we all take a shot after Carrie yawns. I'm just being attacked by yawns
Yeah,
tonight.
it's crazy. Well, let me see if I can play a song to wake you up a little.
Yeah,
How's that sound?
do it.
Sounds super good. All right, 1 second. Let me double check my levels here. Hang on. All right, we're back.
Kyle says the out of nowhere chugs feels like someone turned the gravity to 1,000 on your face.
Yeah, that's a nasty one there, man. That's a fun one. I think I got the gate set a little too sensitive. Some of my notes were getting cut out on me on the solo, but that's okay. There's adjustments I can make. This was a quick adjustment I made tonight. So, but yeah, this is sounding good. It feels good to play. I mean, there's definitely some good options with this pedal. You know, I like the fact that it's affordable. You know, and I wish it was easier to capture with, but I mean, other than that, it's actually pretty cool. I'm getting to know the software. Yeah, why do I even play? You should just do it. That's perfect. Wow. That's that. I wish I could profile that. That's the best tone I've ever. You know we're live, right? What's in there?
It's just water.
It's just water.
I'm not yawning anymore, though.
Oh, that's good. All right. Well, hey, this beats yawning. Regale us some more.
All right, Dean says, would it be possible to have per amp and also have packs of like 5 or 10, and you choose which amps?
Yeah, I can do that. Absolutely. I'll do
Lord.
like brutal metal packs like I've been doing with other, gear. Yeah, I can do that.
Paul wants to get in on the drinking game. And Dean says that they'd all black out. Tonight you would.
Yeah, you guys would be
Need
gone.
some fresh air or something.
Yeah.
Vox Pathfinder. Anyone own a bad monkey? Tony Krasick. Sounds like the Sally impression.
The Sally impression.
Yeah.
Silly.
Martin Hensley. What do you think about the FM9?
I think it's a good unit. I haven't played one, but I mean, I've heard good things about it. I almost got an XFX a while back just to use as a 4-cable method unit, but I was like, I don't know. I mean, when I got my pedal board with real pedals, I kind of prefer that.
Oh, you gotta drink.
Yeah, everybody drink, including me, I guess.
Those are big ones. You gotta take 2 drinks for that one.
Yeah, you got to guzzle
That's
for
a
that
double,
one.
double fist.
Double whammy. Yeah, I think the thing is I got a video coming out soon that I got to do about this modeling. I think modeling is still good, but I just feel like profiling is the way to go now. I really do. And I want to talk about all the pros and cons in that video, but I do want to shoot that this week.
Jim Simmons. Maybe we will see modeling amps come out with real amp captures instead of amp simulations. Maybe at NAMM?
Wouldn't that be interesting? I mean, Bogner did a thing with Line 6 like 12 or so years ago, maybe even longer than that ago, where they made a tube amp with modeling in it, and it was actually a pretty good amp. So, who knows?
Floyd says, I think I just found my new ringtone.
You imagine standing in line at a grocery store and your phone goes off like that? Like, whose phone is freaking out over there? Oh, you don't get it. This is awesome. What's it?
Tony says, these captures do sound more upfront and pronounced on our end. Kyle is right.
Yeah, they're pretty in your face. Yep.
Chris wants to know, what kind of cab are you running through Cary?
I don't know. What kind of cab are you hooked into tonight?
Uh-oh, I shut it down.
see, what else
Pete
do
says,
we
I
have?
see an open rack space. New amp on the way, question mark? No.
Oh, no, that's where my Savage lives. It's on loan to my friend TJ right now. But I do have, I'm going to be selling some amps, and I want to get maybe
worried
something.
about myself.
Yeah, you're like
Need to go get some fresh air.
yawny pants tonight. But I do have some other amps I'm interested in, but we'll see. First things first, though, I'm getting a gazebo with a metal roof or like a solid roof this year.
So when it lightnings, it'll be
Yeah.
a big target.
Dude, man. Well, the one I have out there right now is collapsed because it's a canvas roof and the whole thing just fell in and it's a big joke back there. And I need a place to smoke cigars in the spring, summer, and fall, watch TV, play guitar, do my editing. I'm just going to go full tilt this year on making that room like my little oasis. And plus, my cat, Kitty Witty, loves coming out there. Like, he loves it. Every summer, as soon as it gets nice out and I go out there, as soon as I open that door, he's out there before me. And he finds a little spot to sit in, and he just watches the birds and has a great time. So, and then when I watch Pepper, your dog,
Yeah.
he comes out there with me, and yeah, it's fun. So I love having that gazebo, man. I can't wait. I'm hooked.
Floyd and Maurice, what would you call a non-brutal metal pack? A soft core metal pack?
Yeah, like a wimpy metal pack. Bro metal.
Pure Rock Fury. 6 likes and 40 watching.
Sheesh.
Yes. Hit the thumbs up.
Yeah, please hit that, guys, because it really does help the algorithms.
Let's see. Steve-O sounded like a greenback cab to me.
The one you're singing through. Yeah, guys, please let me know if you're interested in getting captures for the ToneX too. I just want to get an idea of like how many people would be interested in that, because it's going to be a lot of work. And again, I got to get my website guy. I got to pay him to make a new page on my website. So there's a lot of stuff I got to do to make it happen. And I'm not trying to guilt trip people into buying them. I just want to know what I'm in for, because I really want to do my best captures for you guys. And like, if it's feasible with my new computer, if it doesn't take forever, I want to do them all in advanced mode, you know, like so that they sound their best, you know, and see how that works.
Let's see. Flux says, oh, Kyle Hart says Carrie needs to be through a coffee cap. Yeah. if I drank coffee now, I'd be up till Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
That will not happen.
Mm-hmm.
Flux says, how do you like the HX Stomp? I have the HX Stomp XL, and I really like it. Works great with my VH4 and my Invader 2 and 4 cable method, and even by itself direct. And it's compact.
I think it's a great unit. I really do. It's very handy. It's very small, compact. It's the size of 2 stomp boxes, basically. I like all the Line 6 products, especially for 4 cable method stuff. I love the fact that they had a lot of great thought into the product, where you can use it as an all-in-one or blend it with your equipment that you already have, and it works as a great switcher, router, and effects unit. And that's how I have it set up right now with the ToneX. I mean, it's just doing effects, and it's not doing any switching yet, but it's doing routing. So yeah, it's just awesome.
Jay says we need to hire Floyd and Maurice to assemble that gazebo. He says we can smoke 70 ring cigars and drink moonshine when we're done.
It'll probably be assembled upside
You probably should consult with him, because he's got a pretty nice setup out in his yard.
I will.
I think, didn't you get some of your stuff on Overstock, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. We were looking at stuff today.
I mean, you still have to put your butt in chairs and stuff, but...
Oh, we're going to go shopping tomorrow. You're going to have fun. You better not be yawning.
Right. Hopefully I'm upright.
You'll be falling asleep in the chairs tomorrow.
Flux, you can take your Majesty and the Spark out to the gazebo and play. Yes.
That's what I do. That's literally what I did all summer, last summer, whenever I had a spare moment. Like, a lot of times I'd go out there and with my coffee and just start my mornings out like that. And there's times I'd be out there late at night too. Jay got me hooked on.
Keeping his neighbors up.
Yeah, they didn't know. They didn't hear it at all. I asked them. They're like, we can't hear it. So I'm like, sweet. Jay got me hooked on the Flash series. I think it's on CW. So I started watching that at night and having a cigar. And yeah, it was fun, man. I love it.
Gear Junkie is in for ToneX captures.
Cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Martin says, do you think ToneX will be making a bigger unit?
I don't know. I think it would be cool if they came up with the ToneX Plus or something with effects. I think that would be really cool. I would also like to see them come up with a unit that does the capturing inside itself, like with the Quad Cortex and the KEMPER. You know, because using all this software and hooking stuff up and routing it through my computer and the DAW, I'm not kidding you. That's why I ran so many captures the other day, because I was like, man, I'm hooked up. I'm making this worth it, you know. But with the ToneX, or with the Quad Cortex, I can come down here and do one capture and be done in 4 minutes, and it was effortless to hook everything up, you know. It's no big deal. So hopefully they fix that. That's the thing. There's always a price to pay when you get a piece of gear that's very cost, effective. It's very low priced. I mean, you're going to pay a price.
Tony says we need to get the speaker company Eminence to make a DV77 Skeeter version model.
Skeeter version model.
Kyle says that was meant to be funny, but coffee cab is also a real thing.
Oh.
Ben Burnett, yes to ToneX captures. I'd like to move away from models until Line 6 comes out with Helix 2, which will have touchscreen and the ability to captures along with all current features.
I hope they do, because anybody coming out with a new unit now, if it just does modeling, you're wasting your time.
Steve-O says, I'll be sticking with my Kemper for profiles. I think it sounds great, and the
It does.
effects are good, too.
Yeah, the Kemper's effects are ridiculous. I love their effects. Their reverbs and their delays are, like, super good. I love how creative you can get with their reverbs, man. And I'm not a big reverb fan, but with Kemper, I love their reverbs for cleans and stuff. Oh, they're so good. I don't think I've heard better reverbs in a digital platform than with Kemper. I really don't.
Let's see. Floyd and Maurice, I got all my furniture on the side of the road.
On the side of the
What,
road.
you got your furniture on the side of the road? Oh, that's where he picked it up
Yeah,
from. I thought he
chunk
meant
pile.
he was throwing his out.
Oh,
Like,
well, I'll be right over.
Yeah. I know where we're getting your furniture.
Yeah, because this furniture's freaking bomb.
Let's see. Dean Harkness, I'm still not giving up real amps.
I don't blame you, man. I'm not either. I'm all about real amps. I'm just doing all the gear I buy isn't for me. It's for the channel. You know, I'm doing this so that I can do shootouts, demonstrations, and
He's doing it so he can retire.
yeah, and also capture this gear on the digital platforms and sell the captures, and hopefully, make a living off of that too.
Chris says, based on your experience, Helix or Kemper stage, and how do you find the Kemper effects?
I would pick the Kemper stage. I still think the Helix is a great unit, but the thing is with the Kemper, you can have any amp you want. With the Helix, you got to wait for them to update and hope to God that they, put the amp that you want in there. And I just think profiling's better. I just think it sounds and feels better. And the effects in the Kemper are very good. If you can't find the effects that you want in the Kemper, then you didn't look hard enough. I mean, the reverbs, the delays, the overdrive pedals, the core, like all of it's very good. I think the overdrive pedals in the Kemper are just fine now. They did the Horizon Devices Precision Drive. That's in there now, and that's what I use. And I love their delays and reverbs. I mean, they're freaking amazing. So I don't see why you wouldn't like it. I really don't. So yeah, I mean, if you get one, let me know what you think, man.
Jay says, I'm sticking with my Gorilla amp and Bad Monkey rig.
Well, have fun with that. Let's see here. What other?
All right, you guys something else to play?
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't
I'm
have.
gonna go for a little walk and try
Try to wake up.
to get some fresh air.
Yeah, I got some stuff I haven't played in a while. Let me try My Immortal. I don't know how well that's going to go over because I have not played that in a while.
It's beautiful.
I'm just going to risk it. I don't think I'm going to play this very well, but I don't care. So give me a second here and we'll shoot through it. Okay, I'm back. Carrie's out trying to bring up some energy. Anyways, yeah, that was a nice mix with that. Haven't played that one in a while. I haven't been practicing much because I've been too busy doing this other stuff here. But yeah, so I'm pretty impressed with this rig. This is actually a pretty freaking cool rig. I mean, for $1,000. I know it sounds like a lot, $1,000, but I mean, geez, $1,000 doesn't get you much these days. And I'm telling you, like this rig is actually pretty freaking cool for $1,000. I mean, you got let me start over again. You have a really cool effects and routing unit that'll switch it via MIDI. And you also have the ToneX pedal, which the thing is to keep in mind is it's just like the KEMPER and the other units out there that do profiling, Quad Cortex. It's only sounding as good as what's in it, and if you get this and expect that you're just going to go on ToneX, their website or their app or whatever, and just download a bunch of awesome tones on there, you're wrong. 99.9% of the stuff that's in that library is freaking garbage. It sounds like pure ass. I can't stand any of it. And I can't believe that some people actually uploaded some stuff in there. I'm like, dude, what were you thinking, man? It's because the software is not easy to use and hook up for beginners. So if you don't know what you're doing with this stuff, the tones are going to sound like crap. They just are. I ran into it, and I really had to do a lot of troubleshooting to get it right. And I'm still perfecting it. I'm still figuring it out. But once I get super efficient with it and proficient with it, I'll be uploading captures to my website. But yeah, I mean, you just got to be real careful about what you choose on there as far as what other people's tones go. Number one. Number two, the other reason why that there's not a lot of good variety out there is because not everybody's going to buy professional grade mics to do tone captures with. I mean, if you're just doing SM57 tone captures, they'll sound okay, but the SM57 can be a bit boxy and a bit spiky at times, and it's not giving you the full spectrum of that speaker. So pairing it with the Royer 121 is definitely going to sound way better. You're going to get more fullness, low end, low mids, all that stuff. And that's what that mic's, made for. It's supposed to give you the beef of the cabinet and that freaking fullness there, And it's not just low end. It's mids, highs, everything, but it's its own version of those, And when you pair that with the SM57, you're going to get a much bigger spectrum. But not everybody's going to buy a $1,300 mic to pair with their SM57 to make captures with, I've done that because I want you to have the best stuff. So there's a huge difference between that, So, but yeah, they'll be available soon. And trust me, whatever I put on the website, if it's not something that I would believe in or I would play myself, then I'm not putting it up there until I make it right,
Ronnie K joined us. Hey, Ronnie.
Hey, what's up, man? I think your mic is muted.
Is it still muted?
Yeah.
Just one time?
Just push it once. There you go. There you go. Now I can hear you.
All right.
Yep.
Ronnie K joined us. Hey, Ronnie.
What's up, man?
Let's see if Jay says, Dean Harkness, sorry, I'll try not to brag about my high-end rigs anymore. Martin Hensley, Helix is due for an upgrade.
It is. Helix and KEMPER are due for an upgrade because Quad Cortex came out, and with their updates and stuff, they really shook things up. And then ToneX is definitely shaking things up with how affordable it is. And I just think that ToneX is going to be on a lot of pedal boards because of how affordable it is.
Martin wants to know, what mixes do you use?
What mixes?
Yep. What mixes do you use?
Oh, I use the ones here, like I go to a studio and have my backing tracks made. And these are mixes that I actually wrote. I wrote all of this stuff. And I'm actually putting them all on a solo album. I'm redoing the backing tracks and everything with my friend TJ. And I'm almost done. I'm 3 songs away from being done. Can you believe that? 3 more songs and I'm going to be done. And then it's just get the bass tracks recorded, mix, and done.
I haven't sang yet.
Oh, that's right. You got to sing on one of them too. Yep.
Dean says the next thing he wants to try out is running an amp direct in and using an IR.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can do that. Through like different
He
products.
says, I'll eventually get some mics and probably have a wall of amps too.
Hell yeah, man. Why not?
Chris Slapnick is here.
Hey, what's up, man?
He says, I feel like the ToneX sounds better than the Kemper. Whatever you're using now sounds incredible.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, this is the ToneX with my JP capture. And, I mean, we can, dude, if you come over, we can capture your rig. And I think you're going to like the results. I think it'll sound really good for you. Chris is always touring, as you know, with Eva Under Fire. So, I mean, they're going to, I think they're going to Europe soon, right?
I don't know.
I think they're going to Europe. Yeah. And, yeah, so I know Chris, he's probably looking for something super light and easy to carry. So, dude, hit me up. We'll get together, have some salmon, and do some captures.
He said that you and I have something in common. Like, I don't ever order salmon. I really just don't like it, but I love his smoked salmon.
Yeah, it's good.
It's the best. I try to eat it every week now.
Yeah.
He's on, when you call him, what do you want for dinner? I'm like, salmon.
Salmon.
Yeah. But before that, no, I always wanted to like it,
Yeah.
but I just couldn't.
You always took a bite of mine. You're always like, let me try it. And you're like, ugh, how do you eat that?
It's
And I'm like,
terrible.
I love it.
At
And-
restaurants, it's awful.
Yeah, well, yeah. I still like it at restaurants, but now that I smoke mine, it's like,
Yeah.
I can't order it anywhere.
CS, that face when the noise gate chokes out your dive bomb.
Oh, I hate it. I hate that, man. It's like, oh, come on. All I needed was one more second.
Jim and Flux thought you played great.
Oh, thanks, man.
Martin, what unit do you think will have the ability to play plugins?
Well, the QC is supposed to. I don't know when that day is going to happen, but hopefully sometime in the future they'll put that in there, because that was one of the reasons why people, bought the QC, because they're famous for their, Quad Quartet Neural is famous for their plugins, and they're like, man, if I could take them with me, that'd be great. But we'll see.
Tony, I'd like to try the Voodoo V2 mic. Curious how it compares with the Royer 121 bottom end.
Yeah, I'd love to try it as well. I wonder how much they are. Does anybody know? I might have to look it up. Voodoo V2. Well, I have a phone.
You got the Google machine?
Yeah, Voodoo V2 mic. Let me see here.
Flux says the last Helix upgrade was last November 22. Makes me think the Helix 2 won't be ready that soon.
People, Line 6 is working on something, man. $4.99. Interesting. I'm going to have to screenshot it. $4.99. Interesting. Yeah, you never know. Like these days, it seems like the way to release a product is to be all secretive about it and then leak a picture of it somewhere, and then everybody talks about it a week or so before it comes out. And right when the buzz is at its highest, they release it, And that's what happened with ToneX. The picture got, leaked. And then Tone Junkie did a video about it, and I was down here shooting a video, and then I saw the notification, and I'm like, wait, what? And I switched gears and did that video instead, where I, shared the video about it leaking. And I just think that that's the way things get done now. That's how the Mark 7 got. I knew about the Mark 7 last year, but I couldn't talk about it. But when the picture got leaked, I'm like, well, I guess I can talk about it now.
Jay says salmon is the Cadillac of fish.
Salmon's amazing. Salmon and cod. I love cod too. Cod's amazing.
But I don't like it smoked. I like
No.
it just broiled.
We tried smoking it that one time, and both of us were like, let's just order a pizza.
Rubbery and nasty.
It just did not turn out good. I don't know why. It's not fatty, that's why.
All right, we're caught up on the comments.
Well, maybe I should let me grab my other guitar. Let me mute this so I can spare everyone of the unplugging noise. Let me grab the other guitar.
I still have been thinking about that poor guitar player at the bar last night. I went to check out one of my friends, a new friend's band, and his lead guitar player had a guitar stand on the side of the stage with two electric guitars and one acoustic. and he bumped it, and the whole thing just. And I was seeing his guitars flying, and I'm like, oh no.
That's
That
awful.
poor guy. What was that big one? The green? Did you see it in the picture?
No, I don't remember.
Can't remember what it was
It
either,
must have been
but
awful.
yeah.
That's every guitar player's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Seeing your guitar just tip over on stage and there's not a damn thing you can do to stop it. It's like, no!
He played very well. He was having a rough night. He snapped a string. He had to change a string during their first break, and poor guy.
That's the worst, man. It really is.
Yeah. Steve-O says, I baked cod tonight. It was not good. Oh, it wasn't good?
That sucks.
Yeah.
I do mine in the air fryer.
Yeah, the air fryer and the cod, amazing.
Yeah,
Put a
turns out
little
great.
butter on it with like
Coconut oil too.
Yeah, mix butter and coconut oil together,
Yep.
and then Trader Joe's up here has like it's kind of a
Citrus.
Cajun, but it's a citrusy, yeah, citrus
garlic.
lime.
I think it's a
Citrus
citrus
garlic,
garlic
yeah.
seasoning. Yeah, you put a little bit on.
Good.
You just put a little bit on there with some coconut oil and butter melted. Just put it all over the fish first. Season it lightly. Throw it in the air fryer for like 12 minutes. Done.
Christopher
Perfect.
says, I tried smoked whitefish as well recently. Not good. Yeah,
It just doesn't smoke
doesn't
well.
work right. Yeah, I feel like because they have like some kind of smoked whitefish. I can't remember. Isn't it a spread or
I don't know.
something? I don't know. Maybe we just didn't do it right, or maybe we had the wrong whitefish.
I don't know, man. It just did not. It was awful. And she
Yeah.
was trying not to say anything, but you
I
don't,
was putting a lot of sauce.
you don't have a poker face, though. If you don't like something, it's like, well,
I really don't. If I'm tired, you're going to see that I'm tired.
she
If I'm
gonna.
bothered, you'll see I'm
Oh,
bothered.
yeah.
Oh, Dean says, if I were to bet, line 6 will come out swinging.
Yeah.
Not Jay Croft, but just Jay. Have you ran the ToneX through a tube power amp cap?
Not yet. That's something I want to do down the road, but I haven't done it yet. I just got this damn thing figured out as far as the captures go just yesterday. Yesterday was the first day that I actually had everything hooked up with my new interface. I got lucky and got an EVH capture a couple weeks ago with it that turned out great. And I don't even know how it happened. It turned out great, and then the next day I forgot how I had it all done, and I was like, I'm done. So yesterday was the first day I actually had everything hooked up with my new interface, and it came out great. So
Jay Croft says, the Voodoo is a ribbon mic made by SC Electronics. More affordable than the Royer for sure, but it has its own thing going, not the same as a Royer.
Gotcha. Okay, good to
Kyle
know.
says, can that ToneX pedal not transpose your tuning so you don't need two guitars like the Kemper?
No, there's no effects in the ToneX pedal at all except for reverb.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Steve-O. He said, I had a girlfriend mad at me years ago, pushed my Les Paul off the stand and head snap. Oh, the headstock
Oh,
snapped. Yeah, that's not okay.
I hope she's still doing time for that one. Seriously. Oh.
Paul Smith says, smoked mullet is awesome. I don't think I've ever had mullet. Nope.
I used to have a mullet when
Yeah.
I was younger.
Martin says Trader Joe's is a great place to shop. Absolutely.
Yeah, I like their coffee garlic seasoning too for steaks.
Yes. If
There's-
they were closer, I would go more, but I only
Yeah.
go like once a month because it's a like 45-minute drive.
I go there once a summer and I just take my arm and just empty the whole, not all, I'm not that guy, but I take a lot of their coffee garlic rub and put it in the cart and just bring it home, and it gets me through the whole year because every
Yeah.
time I make a steak,
Has
isn't
to
there
be
no
on
better
there.
seasoning than
No
that?
better
It's the
seasoning.
best. It really is.
On steak. Yep.
Yep. So good.
Let's see. Dean Harkness, we bought a bunch of pizza for kids and friends, and the little a-holes didn't eat. So,
Oh,
Aw.
that sucks.
yeah. Pure Rock Fury, Kyle, get the Digitech drop tune.
Yeah, the Digitech drop is a good pedal. Really good pedal.
Jeff Hirschberg, not an effect per se, but in addition to reverb, it also has a noise gate.
Oh, yes, you're right. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, it does have a noise gate, and the noise gate's very good. As you heard earlier, it cut off one of my notes. You can adjust it. I just had it really tight. So,
All right, you gonna play something?
yeah, I'm going to play, let me just play a couple riffs and
Yeah.
figure
And
out
it's
what I'm gonna
almost,
do.
I mean, it's about 22, so after that, get your last comments and questions in.
Yeah, and then we're going to I don't know what we're gonna do.
Not yawn on
Not
Tone
yawn
Wars anymore.
Exactly. We're gonna not yawn. All right, 1 second, guys. All right, we're back, and I'm coughing my brains out right now.
Yes, you are.
Oh my God, I was coughing like crazy
I'm
during that
surprised
song.
you can still play.
It's terrible.
Jeez. Thanks
Oh.
for the super chat, Ronnie K. Man.
Jeez,
Let's
dry throat
see.
out of nowhere.
Where did I leave off? Kyle Hart said, nope, his Kemper works just fine. He's not going to get the Digitech thingy.
Oh yeah, that's got a good drop in it as well. I used to use that.
Jay says, Chris Slapnick, looking forward to seeing you guys next month.
Oh yeah, they're playing at that new venue here.
The one in Rochester?
No, the one in down in by Jay's,
Oh.
that area. I forget the name of it, but yeah, they're gonna play there.
Let's see, Martin says trying to get a 7-string Strat built.
Yeah.
Dane says, I can hear so much more detail now, the little stuff in the backing track mainly.
Oh,
Huh.
interesting. Oh, because of the speakers.
Oh, yeah.
Good speakers make a big difference, man.
Tony says true. More mid frequency that's coming through. Sounds awesome, Jarrod.
Oh, cool, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Eva Under Fire, our friend Chris Slapnick, who was in the chat earlier, I don't know if he's still here or not, but they're an amazing band, and Chris is a really cool dude, really good guy. They're climbing the charts right now. They're charting and doing really well. So congrats to them, and they're touring with all kinds of big acts and stuff, and really killing it. So yeah, congrats, Chris, man. Local band, freaking amazing. And they're actually an international band now, not just local. So they're all over the place, you know. So they're doing really well.
That's it. We're caught up. You
We are
want to
caught
call
up.
it because you're verklempt?
Yeah, my
and-
throat is a mess right now. It's all dry and I feel like I got sand in my throat. Yeah, anyways, since I can't freaking talk, well, guys, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. It was fun hanging out with you. And yeah, I look forward to creating some great tones for you guys for the ToneX very soon. So, and keep an eye on the channel because you know me, as soon as I create them,
Something crazy is gonna happen.
something crazy. Yeah, as soon as I create them, I'll put an ad out, let you guys know that they're available. So, looking forward to doing that for you guys. So, well, we know that there's a lot of other things you could do, and we're honored and to
We're
have you
honored
here.
that you watched me on tonight, and
Yeah,
I'm so sorry. Seriously, it's not you, it's me.
It's not you, it's me. No, thanks for hanging out with us. We know there's other things you could have been doing, so we really appreciate that. And like I always say, every day is a gift.
And thanks for spending part of your gift with us. We'll see you next week.
All right, guys, love you all. Thanks so much for being here. We'll see you all